appreciate now. Now the things are very expensive. When we cook for them, we spend more than 500,000 a day. Even when we can get rice, we can get oil, or buy the other perishable condiments, them we spend more.
From the National School for the Deaf, Saliu Toure, when the head teacher for the Militimagai School for the Blind, been so talk about waiting this move mean to the school, as according to Ram, Silico, the EP government, for push book learning go before for disabled picking them.
We have trained people in several fields, in the fields of music. Some are serving in civil servants, some are working out of this country. It tells you the kind of work that we do to make sure that we don't have a lot of visually impaired kids in the streets to beg, which will bring a lot of burden to the country and to the government in general. So with this kind of assistance in complementing government's efforts, we want to say thank you always to this work that you're doing.
The Salon Insurance Company and for call on other Soriat organization them, not for the forget disabled people, as they say, all this will help for bring peace and one word in the country. For the Society for Radio Democracy, Jaffa Mans Davis, the report.
The program na midday show will come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. As earlier on, I'll be introduced with studio guest Wena Dokas Sita Dauda, Wena the project officer for women on mining and extractive. Well, in there today for talk about the public sensitization we then they do on Customary Land Rights Act of 2022. Good afternoon and welcome to the program midday show.
Well, again, audience, good afternoon again. I'm there this afternoon for brief on our activities. For start with, Women on Mine and Extractive, an advocacy women-led organization where they advocate for an equitable distribution of the natural resources, na salon, especially for the marginalized group where involve women and young people them. If we look at them, now their mining communities, they are mostly with women there and they can go through a lot of challenges. Well, we director, Madam Findakande, thought and fit say, no, we just sit down on this, more especially and go up in some of, in that aspect of the nation, in that area of, in the corner district. You don't see waiting woman them be the face. It decide for come with this initiative and form Women on Mine and Extractive. We be done the work on different projects. Women on Mine don't go to the mining areas. Then we the work na 6 different districts. We the work Kono, Moyamba, Kenema, Bonds, Potloko, and Tonkolili districts. We get women there where we form na them groups them, na them districts here for sensitize them, and also we be done beginning of this year. What do we do? WOMI, with the help of KP, we be form a coalition where for they in charge of the natural resources, because we're not going to reach all sides at the same time. So we get to get groups. This Women Alliance on Natural Resources when a Wang, then at the various districts them also for help we for support the benefit for support for promote women their rights, right, and also for sensitize women there, and also for empower women them for get rights for say no. We recently implement another activity with the help of WOMI South Africa, okay, where they tell women and say they get rights for say no to whatever where they face, where they know one for face they're not okay with her. We also don't sensitize women there on this mercury use when at the mining areas there where some miners then can use, especially artisanal mining. They use where they affect women, they affect people, they affect land, they affect property, they affect the agriculture. So we go to the communities that we sensitize them on the negative impact where that particular substance gets. We don't sensitize people then. Well, recently, with the help of GIZ, we support for bring the knowledge about this Customary Land Rights Act to the woman there. All right. Now then district here.
All right. So let me talk about, you don't talk about some of the activities them way una don't they do. What are some of the impacts them way una don't create? So women them we involved into mining activities them.
Well, actually, as I be they say, women them they go into mining activities like that I be mentioned, but Mikey way I be earlier mentioned. Then just be they go into and they not be getting knowledge. The impact where one of this way activity don't create, we don't tell them say this that particular micro they use it get effects on our health, on our picking there, on our environment, on our land, even on the water. So this one of the impact. Most of them they don't stop for use that micro. Most of them don't stop and they don't know say they also get rights now then community. Now even at them mining communities, they don't know say they get rights for say no to whatever we know they benefit them. So we get a lot of impact we don't create. Even this Customary Land Act where we presently they on, we first of all start with a survey.
All right, so we go reach there. Let we look at some of the challenge them first. We the woman they also way they into mining activities don't they get. Una as organization, what are some of the challenges they have so we una don't figure out from the woman there?
Well, for start with, woman in the mining community, most of them due to their mining. If you look at them, some of their miners there, especially some of the large scales and even the artisanal mining, the water there, they get polluted. They get polluted during the mining project, during that micro use. Then they pollute the water and a very chemical, like very dangerous chemical. Where they go na the land, where you see go na the land, it affect the health, it affect the land, it affect the property, even the mining. Recently, we visit one of the community also, where because of their mining activities, the water being get for can flow and it damage their agricultural land. Even for let them mine, for let them do the agricultural work, the land not favorable again for do agricultural work. Then also one of the great challenges. If you look at them, we women in their community not able in office work, they're not able in any other thing, they're able for do agriculture. And some of their mining substance, their waste, where then they spread out, it affect the land, where they affect the agricultural work. The land is not fertile again for do agriculture. That's a big challenge where most of the women in the face. If you look at an Apotloco district, where we recently discover also, and also they get challenged with the health, the water, where then they pollute, where not good again for drink. And also some women then they violate them. Now they mining communities and they violate them sexually. If you look at an Kenema district in Tongo area, we get a complaint for some of the women there. We see that they violate them when they go to their mining areas and for go sell or either even for the one the way they mine. Then they violate them sexually, which is very heartrending. These are some of the challenges the way we don't they try for let we put stop to through sensitization. We go to the mining communities, they sensitize both to the miners and to the women in the community.
All right, so as you don't talk about some of the challenge them where they also don't they face, how much way this organization don't do for ensure say una address some of them challenges there so?
As if you look at them, we director it always stay alert. Anytime we get complaint on some of them challenges, we can go first of all as an organization for go find out for proof say such and such they really happen. As I will say, we can always go and sensitize them. With the sensitizer, also with the work in line with some of the government ministries. As I been mentioned earlier on the land water way affects now Potloco district. What do? We take with we a human rights officer for going at the site and making say go witness waiting they happen because we not just the day with the AU, not they move. We take a body we also responsible for defend human rights. We go at the place for me SFC and also the director communicate with the ministry where they in charge mines ministry for make sure say they self aware of what they go on right now. We do that to they try for advocate. We advocate for the woman there for say really what we able for do so far for stop some of their challenges here for prevent anything will go affect them in the future. We try for preventer now through sensitization, through advocacy, and through giving your support in one way or the other for help them with alternative livelihood. For help them out.
All right, so una still the hear about then same challenge they also where you talk about.
Well, to be honest, compared to before, the challenges don't they minimize.
So how you go rate una efforts from 0 to 10?
Well, actually, I go rate like I go say 40% because actually the challenges is beaucoup. We're not going to address them single-handedly. We're not going to address them just in a day. Now, ongoing process. If we talk about percentage, we're at 40% so far.
All right, the program Namide Show, where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy, 98.1 FM. Well, we get Dr. Sita Dauda, we are the project officer for women on mining and extractive. A day at today for look at the public sensitization way that they do on Customary Land Act of 2022. The program na midday show. We dey continue for look at more issues then. The diocesan bishop for the Anglican diocese for Freetown and the North, Reverend Thomas Arnold Wilson, say they get for tap gender-based violence, climate change, and other things them where people where they go na church can contribute to. Reverend Thomas Arnold Wilson talk this for the fourth terminal session of the synod where the Anglican diocese gets. For more on this, that we join the reporter Fatimata Samoa.
Leadership quality, money management, and welfare. Now some of the main thing them we can cause jamot outside people and day. For minimize all this between the diocese them, make Anglican diocese, na Freetown and the North, where participants them for the 1852 diocese, make inside 1981. They do them for 10 session of synod, which can happen every 3 years. For talk about the issue them, plan and give report, but waiting they don't do inside the last 3 years. And this year theme now, what is in your hand? Right Reverend Thomas Arnold Wilson, now the director and bishop, talk about waiting this synod mean.
Synod is a way to elect representatives to come together as a group of Anglican Christians to share the concerns of our Christian faith and practice and to discern God's will for God's church. That is why we come together every 3 years to report on our performance, look at our operations, and take decisions on the way forward for our church. Leadership.
Right Reverend Wilson continue as he talk about waiting at the team them when they put in place for this last trainer.
So in our delegations, I will expect us to seriously consider approving a new design we are presenting as the official logo of the Diocese of Freetown. We reported our intention to start our own Anglican radio station. However, we are pleased to report that most of the work has been done in order to get the radio station up and running. The station has been fully registered under the name Terms of Victory, and we have identified St. Mark Evangelical Church Government as a location for the station. In addition, there is need for the diocese to have an ICT strategic plan that maps out the path for the operation of the diocese in this new domain.
As this meeting are for talk about them issue and plan them, make Right Reverend Thomas Arnold Wilson talk about some of the issue them and how them plan for handle them.
We will take action to make churches in our diocese places of enhanced safety for everyone. Where church workers act with integrity, victims of abuse receive care and a just outcome, and where church workers, leaders who commit such abuses are held accountable. Another issue of concern in our diocese is that of rivalry between some of our priests and parishioners. Interestingly, we have had a deal with a great number of situations in our churches. Many times, the legal people are always involved in this battle, from one church to another.
Right Reverend Wilson end up say, evangelism na thing where they go continue for do, for get more people na inside. For the Society for Radio Democracy, me na Fatimata Samora the report.
The program na midday show where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. And inside the studio we get Dr. Sita Dauda, we are the project officer for women on mining and extractive. They are today for look at the sensitization we then they do on Customary Land Rights Act of 2022. We talk about some of the activities them where una don dey do. Now let we come to the Customary Land Rights Act of 2022. For family where they listen, waiting these acts there yeah so they but.
Well, family, this Customary Land Rights Act, where government pull na do 2022, this right here can provide the protection for women there because as women on mine and extractive, we main focus on the gender equality aspect of this act. This act here say woman self-get rights for own land, for inherit land, and also for managed land. Now act we can for pull comot the idea what we done they go with before, especially in a salon where all ten a woman man then they before for land business. Even if you want go for rent place, then go say car with man. That's one be done they go before for long. But this act, thanks to Papa government, this act here so can pull comot all them traditional belief and other beliefs that we will be get before saying now. Before we get beaucoup instances where women then always they can ignore them when it comes to them, they deny them to their rights to their papa in land. They say always na man they forget them. This right, this act don't come for give also say girl picking self na family get rights for get a share, equal share as men in the family.
All right, so let we look at before the Land Rights Act of 2022, how the act been done like before.
Well, actually, before this act, government they enact them. Before the man them always day before when it comes to land business. Man they always na them be king get rights, na them feel say na them no more get rights and with traditions. Even right now as I talk, even where this act don't come out, most men they deny the fact say woman forget ownership of land. So that now they think that maybe they go on before. Man they always be the feel say na them no more forget land and they always be the govern land. When it comes to family property then go say na the elder son. When it comes to man and woman, we see a man don't die as a wife, you don't lose the property. They say na the man, so you can go to the man in family. So these are some of the challenges that we don't they go before, where as say governments don't try for wipe off that ideology.
All right, so let we look at witness some of the aim of this act for protect the rights of community and individual, and then we get customary land them.
Come again.
What are the protection we do for protect people them, community people them, we get customary land then are the different community them?
Well, this act also get provision for them community land. Them community land there before then can say no more the chief or the elders of them particular community they can want for take possession of that land. But in this act, that particular land in their communities, not there for individual. They, as a elder or as a leader for that community or the chief, it just there as a custodian, they take care of the land. Not mean say now the chief gets the land, but now for the community, now the community people. And also they encourage them with leaders then and then community, whether woman come for make it gets for you make use of that land. Help them in your way for make use of proper use of the land, because most of them umaya, especially in them provinces, are not able for office work, not able for nothing. As I be earlier say, now agriculture then they do, and they do, and the agriculture also they do another.